Raised outside of Chicago, Dustin Nakao-Haider worked hard to make his way into film and documentary work. Shooting for the stars, he's worked with some of the biggest names, from Dwayne Wade to Jay-Z to Chance the Rapper. And now, one of his films, Shot in the Dark, has aired on national television. Dustin joins us now on Night Talks. Good evening, Dustin.
How's it going?
It's going good. Okay, so you told me a lot about your journey and how your film got moved around on the circuit with film festivals and that whole financing process. But what was it like when you came straight out of college trying to get the movie made? What sacrifices did you have to make to get to that point?
There were a lot of sacrifices kind of along the way with the process. I mean, when I graduated from college, I was kind of lucky because I had found a group of people that were equally hungry and passionate about what they were doing, but also equally clueless about what to do and how to do it. But we were lucky in the sense that we came out of college. There was about maybe 7 of us. We all moved into one tiny apartment, and that was our office. That was where we met. That was our editing suite. That was our everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Not for our dating lives, but for like everything else, maybe it was kind of cool. But yeah, we kind of bunkered down and we were freelancing. I mean, it sounds more glamorous than it is because we were freelancing for Roc Nation, which is Jay-Z's company, and that was sort of our main client.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, but we were doing work that wasn't paying us a whole lot, but because we were 21, 22, and the name Jay-Z is like resonant because we're all, you know, huge fans of his music and what he's done for the culture and all this sort of stuff. It was like, how could we say no to an opportunity like this? So we were producing short documentaries for his now defunct website called Life and Times. So in terms of sacrifice, like I said, we had all kind of went all in on that. It wasn't a way to pay like really good salaries or anything like that, but at the same time, it was something where we could learn by doing, which I think is an important thing to do. When we were young, it's like I knew I wanted to make a documentary. I was pitching short documentaries, I was directing short documentaries, I was editing them, and I was just, you know, kind of getting my reps up, so to speak, because I was just able to do stuff like that. And then through them, I was able to find, like, I could pitch whatever I want, and we had a long creative leash there, which was great. And so I told them that first year I was working with them, I was like, I want to do something about high school basketball in Chicago. And so that was kind of the entry point into starting to make Shot in the Dark when I was still working with them. But in terms of sacrifices, it was a matter of, you know, finding like-minded people and all kind of knowing that, like, this isn't going to be the easiest road, but equal measures of passion and finding the right way to kind of like channel that into our work. So with making the movie, it was a matter of subletting my apartment and moving back to my parents' house. And, you know, I know a lot of kids have to move back to their parents' house, but like I was actually moving back to my parents' house to save money and put in the money that I had saved in New York back into the movie to buy equipment, buy hard drives, and just sort of all that sort of stuff. And it's not something that I would often recommend for young filmmakers just to like put their own money on the line, so to speak. You know, there's all these opportunities with Kickstarter and GoFundMes and all these other ways. Crowdfunding, crowdsourcing. I just didn't want to do it because I had done it for my college project, and I just felt some level of guilt for asking people, and I was like, I can do this cheaply, I don't need much, and I'm gonna do it. And then my cinematographer and the other producer I was working with, we all were on the same page to do that, so we did it that way. And then I was still able to freelance a little bit, but I wasn't making any money. So if I were to be honest with myself, I could say that I went broke. I went broke maybe 3 or 4 times making the movie.
So did you ever think about quitting?
I honestly never thought about quitting. This was kind of always what I wanted to do. It was always what I thought I would do. And I kind of blindly let that passion or dream or goal kind of just pull me forward. I think I was young enough and dumb enough to not know anything different, but I was also lucky enough to have the support of my family and then the support of my friends and people that were, you know, confused why I would, you know, kind of not sacrifice, but sort of give up working with Roc Nation to a certain extent to fully focus on working on making the documentary. But at the same time, I felt like it felt urgent and it felt necessary. living in New York, you saw so many horrible media narratives about the city of Chicago, about the way that the gang violence was characterized there in the neighborhoods that I filmed in. And I just knew that it couldn't be true, but I had to figure it out for myself. So I think being in New York at that time kind of gave me the distance to be like, something's going on here. I don't know what exactly it is, but I have to do my part to kind of like lend some other voice to what's happening there. And for me, that was, through the lens of basketball as opposed to any other way, I guess.